Hi and welcome to my review of The Goodies, the complete BBC collection. Today we're up to the movies. The Goodies by troubled film studio Pine Tree Studios in a bid to revitalise the ailing British film industry. But after firing all the famous directors, they decide to direct the movies themselves, with very mixed results. As we start season 5, we see a new iteration of the theme and the credits. It was great to see the return of Bill Sherbert in this episode. I also loved seeing Graeme reading the Goodies file in the beginning of this episode. I really enjoyed that in this episode they openly acknowledge and even name their silent movie idols who have been such a big influence on their comedy throughout the series. And we also see the first appearance of Bill's Union Jack waistcoat, and he looks fantastic in this blue suit with Union Jack waistcoat. I also really loved Bill's new outfit. He's got really funky patches all over his top and even on his pants. And Graeme starts off this episode with a noticeably shorter haircut. I really loved Graeme's pocket camera gag. I thought it was beautifully done. I also really enjoyed seeing a different side of Tim in this episode. He's very stern when he's telling off the directors, quite tough. Tim is really great in this episode. I also thought the Trandom directors' chairs were a fantastic touch. And my recent wish that we would see Graeme with bouffant hair again has been granted because Graeme has bouffant hair again in this episode. I really enjoyed their bitchy fighting in this episode. And I love the bit with the set falling apart, completely unexpected and surreal, just happens. And I also very much enjoyed seeing Tim in his sword and sandals loincloth outfit. I suddenly noticed that Tim is quite muscular and very fit. Now, you know I love my Graeme, but I suddenly noticed in this episode, Tim is suddenly a lot more attractive, and I'm not really sure why. I thought Bill's black and white painted set for his silent movie was fantastic. Such a great idea and beautifully realised. Graeme plays the guitar again. Always love to see Graeme playing his different musical instruments. One of the funniest moments in this episode for me was the reference to The Sound of Music, in which Tim shoots Julie Andrews with a bow, and this gets a massive reaction from the audience. But for me, the greatest part of this episode, and the one I thought was most clever and funny and really well done, was the part where they're watching movies while watching movies, if you get what I mean. It is such a surreal segment, and it's really cleverly done. It has a fantastically cartoon-like quality to it, and I think really shows the imaginative comedy of the Goodies at their best. So I noticed that this episode features no ad parody, and I guess that's the way we're going in season 5, but also no song from Bill, just instrumental music, and I kind of missed a bit of Bill singing. Okay, so this episode has one kind of cringy moment when they become film moguls and they all come out with these big fake noses because, film moguls are Jewish, and I was kind of curious to see how the Goodies might think about this today. So I actually listened to the commentary they did on one of the releases of the DVDs, and they did actually seem kind of embarrassed by this bit. Bill was sort of not really sure what to say, and he was asking the others about it, which I thought was interesting. Season 5, to me, starts off with a slightly different feel to the other seasons. It seems to have a bigger scope of ideas, bigger production. And I really admire the fact that the Goodies were not just treading water, doing the same old things over and over again. They're trying different stuff all the time. Overall, I think the movies is an impressive episode, and I loved all the homages to their silent film comedy heroes. There's really a lot for film lovers to enjoy in this one. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me next time when we move on to Clown Virus. I'll see you then. Bye.